Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and this is the Frontline changes report for the past 24 hours. Actually more than that, maybe, yeah. But 24 hours for the 16th of March for the day of 1117. So we have quite a number of important frontline changes. So stay tuned. Let's start off with the Kursk front. So over at the Kursk front, Russian forces have officially secured Goncharovka. So there is geolocation of no footages of the troops or maybe reporters. I'm not sure. I didn't look at the footage carefully, but they're driving along the road inside Goncharovka, confirming Russian full conquest on Goncharovka, corroborating Russian mapping, Russian claims that we have reported the day before. And based on the Russian mapping, they have mapped all the way up to RUBANSHCHINA, as well as everything south of it is now under Russian control according to the Russian mapping, which is most likely the truth because of the geolocation of this vehicle. The fact that they are so relaxed means that the Ukraine forces is pretty far away, and this area here is already 1 kilometer away. So, but then 1 kilometer, but then if the Ukrainian troops is just outside of the 1 kilometer range, is largely still not so relaxing. So this mapping that the Russian forces have overrun RUBANSHCHINA most likely is correct. So yeah, as I have told you guys, I have kind of like expected that the Russian forces is going to take all these grounds pretty gradually, consistently, because this area here is just undefendable. Just imagine you are a Ukrainian soldier. Where are you going to defend? It's undefendable. This area is just not defendable. It's just very difficult to defend. So the Ukrainians will continue to do the tactical retreat out of the Kursk front in this region here, because this is just not a defendable place, and hold a defense line further south where there's a bigger forest and a settlement around Lochnia, and this forest southeast of Lochnia, which is over here. This Lochnia. So that's the situation here in the Kursk front. The next frontline change is over at Zahryzove. So over in the Borova front. So this is Kupiansk, Borova. So Zahryzove is here. And also someone commented that, oh, the words are so small, the name of the place is so small, and he only saw all the icons. Like, if you're watching on mobile, then for sure you can't really read the words. I'm quite sure it's very difficult to read the word. But if I make it bigger, you can also see how stupid this is going to look. There is a problem. We are looking at maps, so using the mobile, yeah, it's just going to be a bit more difficult to watch. So you just have to watch it on desktop or something. So anyway, so over in Zahryzove, Russian mapping, Russian source, Russian source, say that the Ukrainian forces have retaken positions around Zahryzove as the Russians are unable to hold a position at Bohuslavka. Ukrainian forces successfully retook positions and counterattack all the way to Zahryzove, entering into Zahryzove itself. They have also launched another attack over to this sector, so causing all this frontline change. But in Russian mapping, this area here is under Russian control, so this also frontline change in this sector. So this is the frontline change in this area here. The Ukrainian forces potentially move as far as almost more than 3.5 kilometers. So this is a very big success for the Ukrainian forces in this sector of Zahryzove. So that's Zahryzove. So moving on to the next frontline change is over in Novolibivka. So previously we have just announced just reported that the Russian forces have captured Novolibivka. Russian mapping have updated their mapping to show that the southern part of this area here, where there's this salient, is also under Russian control. So this is a sensible, logical frontline change, where the Russian forces straighten the front line around this area, Ukrainians not getting stuck in this salient where they can get encircled. So the distance traveled is around 2 kilometers on average, I guess. So it's a pretty big chunk captured by the Russian forces. So, and also, happy birthday to you if you are having a birthday today. And also, yeah, if you hear my voice, you can still hear that, I'm still recovering. after yesterday's rep, I felt really sick, and the TP open mic was cancelled because I was just not in the position to do anything. So which is why also there's no more videos since the sit rep until now. Which I slept and then have a very rough night. I woke up much better. So but yeah, the gas pipeline attack on the virus was successful. And now the antibodies are doing clearing operation in my body. So it is not that bad, but it's not entirely fully recovered yet. So yeah. And over at Verkhovno-Kremyanskoye at the Sivas front, there is a geolocation of Russian forces over in the north of Verkhovno-Kremyanskoye. So this extends the front line a little bit over in Verkhovno-Kremyanskoye, although it's important to note that this geolocation is based on a video on the 9th. So this is at least a week ago, as the Russians do what I thought they would, to flank north towards the rear position of Verkhovno-Kremyanskoye. But it's a week since. We still do not have any updates. As I said, Sivas front is just a very difficult front line. So yeah, this is going to be what it is. It's just going to be super slow. So so the distance moved is maybe around 500 meters, around there. So that's all from Verkhovno-Kremyanskoye. The next front line change, we jump all the way to the Velika Novosilka front. So this is Velika Novosilka over here, which was the stronghold of the Ukrainians. Now we are already like 9 kilometers away from Velika Novosilka. So it's just quite shocking, if you ask me. So anyway, there is some frontline change over at Vasily and Bulatske. So this is Vasily, Bulatske, so Dnipro here and Skutne. So for those that really cannot read the words, so the Russian forces geolocated south of Vasily, confirming the Russians have advanced further up north towards Vasily. Russian mapping, Ukrainian mapping, Deep UA also mapped that the Russian forces have expanded their zone of control in the northwest, northeast of Bulatske. So this front line change make a lot of sense. So as the Russians continue to push towards Vasily, they are reaching this trench line or alleged trench line around here. I can't be sure if this exists because this is not mapped by me. But yeah, so we shall see how difficult or how easy it is for the Russians to break through this line towards Vasily. But anyway, these are all the frontline changes for the past 24 hours. So so if you can see the numbers here, yeah, let me extend it a bit. So the Ukrainians captured quite a bit because of Zahryzove. So the Zahryzove counter-attack was very successful. These two constitute alone 6.05 square kilometers. So this is a very successful counter-attack. For the Russians, they get very similar numbers over at Kursk front at 7.46 square kilometers. However, this is where the Ukrainians are on the redraw. So this area here is the biggest frontline change for the Russians in the past 24 hours. And otherwise, the Russians have some success at Liman, which is the Novolyubivka region over here, where there's strengthening of the front line, for the Russians capturing 3 square kilometers plus. So let's do some calculation. For the Ukrainian ones, it's already there, 6.05, because that's the only frontline change they have. So let's do some calculations. 7.46 plus 0.96 plus 3.41 plus 0.66 plus 2.04. The total area captured is 14.53 square kilometers for the Russians. So it's still on the above. It's around the more than 10. Less than 20 range. So this is pretty much standard for the Russians in the past months. And also the yesterday's or the day before's frontline changes report, I calculated wrong. It was actually much bigger. It was like 30 over square kilometers. Yeah. So it's my bad. I did pin my correction in the comments for the previous frontline changes report. So sorry for the miscalculation. Anyway, thank you for watching. Do press the like button, subscribe. 100,000 as we go. 100,000. And so And again, happy birthday to those having birthday today. And for those do not have birthday, have a great week ahead. And I'll see you guys in the next update.